Hello, welcome to another video. Some of you might not know, but I'm actually a big fan of anime, and one of the things I like to collect are anime figures of characters that I like. I've already shown off the Bonnie and Lilith one, as well as the small little Nendoroid in the corner over there, and little. But yeah, I thought I'd do a video of just the characters and things. I will say, a lot of these are covered in dust because they are, in a word, they've been on my shelf for a while and I'm terrible when it comes to dusting. So this will also give me an excuse to dust them off. Just blowing off the dust off one of the characters. So we'll start off with Shizu from, oh, let's step that back. Oh my god, I have to bring this up. This is Shizu from Reincarnation of a Slime. All the boxes I don't have, but these are all from a mixture of places that I've collected them from. There's a figure shop near me, and just in general, like Mankind. As you can see just down here, look at the fucking dust on those. They are very dusty. Anyway, yeah, this was in the time I really enjoyed Slime, Reincarnated as Slime, and I really wanted a figure of her. A lot of these are from the same company. You can tell from the bases and just the general things. This is a super nice figure. It's very simple, very nice. The cape is lovely. It's nice and detailed. The sword, it was a bitch to get into, but yeah. Yeah, these come undone and they are very annoyed. Basically, a lot of these figures like come in like 3 or 4 parts and they sort of just click together. So that is Miss Shizu. Actually, we'll keep you there. Next one is on the floor. 2 seconds. And is Mr. Rimuru himself with the Shizu mask. I actually got these together because they work really well. What I tend to do is I like to collect figures from series that I really enjoy, as I'm slowly going through a list of characters that I want to get, and these two were 2 of the characters on my list, and this is just a really nice one. Just the boot and the sword. This sword is the bane of my existence because it's meant to go in. It's meant to go in there, but it doesn't actually stay in there. But yeah, it's got this really cool katana. The mask is really nice, and it is the form of Rimuru that I prefer. I really like when he goes into this form. I think this is meant to like come around or something, but I just let it dangle for the time being. Anyway, so that is Mr. Rimuru. The next one I want to show off is this one. This, I think, is Kansai Collection. See, I got this one. Oh, this little. Oh god, this little bit's busted. It doesn't stay in properly. I think. Actually, no, that doesn't go there. Yeah, this part is busted. It always comes off. You'll be really careful. But yeah, I think this. You can see the dust on this. Oh god. Yeah, I think it was a lot of Christmas time. I was doing some shopping, and this was an out of box one, so it didn't actually have a box. So I actually can't tell you what the name of this one is. If you know the name, let me know. But it's a cute little figure. You can see it's a cute little figure. Like, look at the fucking dust on there. Jesus, I'm gonna actually clean all these at some point. But yeah, it was. I don't think this was very expensive. A lot of these figures, like the Shizu one and the Rimuru one, they're all about 20 quid. I think this one was about a little bit less because it didn't have the box. But yeah, that is another one that I will probably not. I'll probably take some super glue to that at some point. But yeah. The next one, I know it's from Fate, but I don't know the character, and I think she's a Lancer. I'm just gonna blow the fucking dust off her. Is this one? I believe this is my most expensive one. I think she came to about £40, and I just want to say how awesome this looks. Coughing. Take a quick drink because this is. It's just gorgeous. The hair actually has some bits of red in it that looks really nice. The lancers are glorious. They're just such a nice sort of flow of the figure. My only despite is her skin color is a little bit weird, but I think that's just because this is old. This is, I think, one of my first ones as well, so it's a pretty old one. But yeah, so that is a last one. I'm going to now move these four and bring out the others. Now on to some One Piece figures that you may have not seen, but this is bloody tall. Let me resize it. This is Miss Jewelry Bonnie, and just a really nice, just really tall figure. My only problem is it's very front heavy, and I think it's to do with the boot at the bottom. It doesn't click in properly. And I don't know why. I'm doing it properly and that's how it's meant to go, but for some reason it's a little bit stuck up. If it just needs something a bit there just to hold it up. But yeah, another really nice figure. I really enjoyed this one. I'm a massive fan of the character. I have noticed the amount of dust on these characters. I'm definitely going to be taking a wipe to a lot of these to fucking sort this out. So I'm actually going to lay her down because she is going to fall over and break something. Next is a headless one. For fuck's sake. Let's put her back in. There we go. A sort of Chinese New Year Nami. Absolutely lovely design. The stance, just the posing. I really wanted a Nami figure, but I didn't want like a traditional Nami figure. And this one just looks really nice and very just different. I like when I've got a character and it isn't just like the art, it's actually its own thing. Let's bring it down. It actually stands on its own. It's a really dynamic pose, showing off just how amazing this character is, the design work. It's got some lovely little details. Managing to get her tattoo in, very important. But yeah, that's Miss Nami as in Chinese New Year. On to something a little bit smaller. We have Miss Saber as the lion from the Carnival anime. I fell in love with this. This was from a blind box, and this was the one that I wanted. I absolutely love Saber. And just how cute this is. It's such a cute little thing. Not a lot of parts. I think it was like 2 or 3 parts, but just like eating a bit of rice. It's so cute. I like little figures. I'm gonna do a Gundam one of this, and you'll see the amount of Gundam, like the small Gundams that I've got. You'll see why I like the sort of chibi style characters. Not Funko. I fucking hate Funko. But that is just one of my little chibi characters that I do like. Next. Oh yeah, this is the one that I use to actually prop up Bunny because it's just the perfect height. The next figure I got was this one. Okay, this is a bit of a weird one. This is from Star Wars Visions, from one of my favorite episodes. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was done by Studio Trigger, whose animation is just some of the most over-the-top shit ever. And this was the villain of the character thing, and I just really like the design. I think it's such a cool thing, and it sucks that Star Wars don't have this sort of over-the-top styling, like this pink that like goes all the way to the top of the helmet, finishing off at like a lightning bolt. And it's such a shame we don't get character designs like this. Yes, she is basically a female Darth Vader, but, you know, Darth Vader's cool, and, you know, this version of her, I can't remember the name. Again, the names are eluding me. Gotta take a drink every now and again. But yeah, another one that is also covered in friggin' dust. Oh god. Next, I have this swimsuit one. I don't know the character. I don't know what anime she's from, but I just love. I'm gonna just take the camera so I can show you just how amazing the detail on this is. The coat, the water, it's dusty as fuck. God damn it. But yeah, it's just look at the hair. It goes into sort of. It looked better in real life, but look at the hair that goes into the blue. It's just so nicely detailed. I actually had this one downstairs for a little bit as a sort of joke, and no one moved it for like the longest time, so it was actually downstairs for a very long time. But yeah, I like swimsuit outfits like this, especially this sort of see-through coat thing. Gorgeous, yeah. You're gonna hear gorgeous a lot. You can tell that a lot of my figures are, you know, very good-looking women. But yeah, we'll go on to the next one. The next one I've swapped over is this one, this little Miku figure that I discovered. This is actually a, what's it called? You put it on top of your cup of noodles or something, and it just sits on top, holding the thing down. But it was just a really nice figure. I think this, oh my God, there's like crap in the hair. I believe this was actually one of my first figures, unlike that Fate figure. I know this is one of the first because I remember seeing this in a Mankind and just loving it and buying it for myself. I am really bad at stabilizing. But yeah, I absolutely love the design. I love the over-the-topness of it. I think it's part of a series. I don't know, but the tail is really nice, and it's such a lovely little character. And going down to the shoes, look at those shoes, so nice. It's small, like that's my hand. It is tiny, but it is just the amount of detail on show, like the heart that they've got there. See if I can do the hearts, the teeth, the makeup. It's all been really nicely done. And hopefully this is one of the last ones that I've got, so we'll go back and I'll show you the next ones. Actually, before we go on to the last ones, I just wanted to show off these little guys. These are the Godzilla sort of blind box collection. I remember picking like 2 of them up. I'm like, oh, this is really cool. I managed to get that one and that one, and I was like, oh, brill. And I think there's 6 in the series, and one is Shin Godzilla. I wanted this one, which is the which is the 2000 Godzilla, because it's one of my favorite designs for the character. These are really nicely done. They are super nicely detailed, and look at the detail on that little dude. They are a little bit articulated, but you know, they're not meant to be. Especially the Godzilla Earth. There's like a lovely tinge of blue just painted throughout of it. And then we've got the, look at that, look how cool that looks. They actually did a really nice job. This one in particular had a horrible tail. You have to fold the plastic in to get it in. It was horrible. I absolutely hated every second of it, but it works because his tail is absolutely massive. And then the boy, the one, the only, oh God, it's like a little, like director saying, dun dun. I'm being stupid now, but oh, look at it. And the detail on the face, they actually did the eyes really nicely. And I would love a version of this where his, I might buy another one of these and paint the, do the scales in a lovely blue, so we can actually have like a glowing Godzilla. Or a burning Godzilla, get a third one and actually paint it up all burning like. But yeah, I just remembered I had these. They're not really anime figures, but I don't care, they look cool. And I would prefer it not to have the backpack on, because that's the version of Godzilla, Mecha Godzilla, that I know. But let me spin it around. This is the only one that I don't think was painted very nicely. It just seems a little bit splodged on. Apart from the eyes, look, they actually have the crying, you know. Anyway, that's enough of that one. We'll get on to the last couple figures. And we're going on to this. This is Rem from ReZero in a lovely bunny outfit. The reason I picked this one up was specifically because A, it was a bunny girl, and I love bunny girls, and B, these tights. Getting these tights, because this is actually fabric. Getting these tights on any figure boosts it up to about like 150 quid. Stupidly expensive. And I was like, no, I'm not paying that. Then I discovered this one, and this one went for, I think, £40, and I was like, I had to get this one. What is it, £40? It might have been 45 actually. This is the most expensive figure I've ever bought. It's gorgeous. The fabric just works really well. It also stops the dust connecting to the legs, because the dust on that suit is absolutely fucking disgusting. But the detail is really nice. I don't actually like ReZero. I generally think ReZero is really bad. Look at the back of the tights, all lovely, and got a lovely little base. I think this is part of a collection. You can get the other sister, which is Rem, as like a bunny girl outfit. They're like all casino things, I believe so. But yeah, it's one of the last ones I thought I'd show off. I've got one more, and we will be done. And this is the last one. This is just a generic cat girl. I think she's from a show, but I don't know. But the reason I got this one was for something very special, is the fact that it actually has color changing things. So this will actually turn white. It's meant to turn black when it's heated, but because it's been left in the dark, it went this kind of really nice grey colour. 2 seconds. Yeah, I kind of left it in the dark a little, and it's, if I go put it in the fridge, it will actually it will go nice and cold. Wait, 2 seconds. I can actually show this. Sadly, I think I have broken it. I put it in the fridge for a little bit, and it just doesn't seem to want to change. Oh, it's changing a little bit, as you can see, like the white, but it does turn white when it goes cold enough. It didn't work. But yeah, this definitely was one of the more expensive ones, but yeah, I actually prefer the sort of greyness of it all. But yeah, so that's all my figures. Thank you very much for watching, and ta-ra. Quick update, literally as I was putting stuff together, as you can see, it's the other way around. It's actually, if it goes hot, it actually becomes white. So if I get this, cold, that might not work because it's probably not cold enough, but basically that's what it now that's what she looks like with it on. And yeah, so you can see was black, and now it's actually, that might be a good way of showing it off actually. So sorry, headphone users, there we go. Just a small little thing, little bit extra. Yeah, so thanks for watching.